That's a vibe, yeah, that's a vibe. She wanna vibe, that's a vibe. It's a vibe, late night.
What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to another wonderful episode with your Entrevolution host with the most motivation. And today is day 18 of 30 days of consistency. And today, I'm freaking excited. Today I had a really good day. Most of you came from Instagram to this video, so if you landed on it by any other way, on Instagram, basically I posted a ton of stuff on my story. But I had a really good day. I had an opportunity to meet with some people and network. And so today, on day number 18, I want to talk about networking and the power of it. There's always a power to something. So the power of networking. And I'm going to give you examples throughout this video. But, I met this guy, Paul David. I talked about him in another video. Great guy. I was on Instagram, sent him a message. He sent one back, and then we just got to chatting. The next day we talked on the phone. And next thing you know, later that day, I'm talking to another friend of his. And, I get invited to what I went to today, an event. And I got educated on, this opportunity. And it was such a great opportunity. And it was, it's amazing that I ended up there. It wasn't too far. And it was in Rancho Cucamonga. I stay Riverside. And, even though I haven't even met him, physically yet, but I was able to, through him, see if there's an opportunity somewhere else or if that opportunity is a fit for me, and it was great to meet these people. And while I'm there, I started immediately before the presentation even starts, I'm talking, and I actually get to talking to this young lady named Lori. And I start telling her about how I basically was antisocial at one point. And I don't think, being in the military, it's a lifestyle. It's a totally different lifestyle, and it's just that, you embrace it, you live it, you breathe it, day in, day out. And so when you come out of that life, coming back into the civilian world, it's a shock. Like, you feel like people around you are ungrateful, and you just, you got a big ego, basically. And so, I was telling her, for the first couple of years, I really couldn't socialize with people. I didn't feel like I wanted to talk to people. Again, that mentality. And so I was talking to her about how, I understand that networking is important and I need to break out of that shell. And so now I'm doing the complete opposite of what I do. And so, I was like, hey, I post daily videos. I just started this. I'm on day 18 of 30 days of consistency, and every day I post a motivational video. And she's like, wow, that's really cool. And, we follow each other on Instagram. And I tell her, what I'm doing right now, which is affiliate marketing. And she goes, cool. I kind of told her the process of what I'm doing, how you earn commissions and all that. And she was like, I would like to sit down and actually talk about this. That actually sounds like a good opportunity. And, I didn't really have the intention of discussing that per se, but it opened my mind. It made me think about it in a different manner now. Because now it's I shouldn't just go somewhere for value. I should always come to the table knowing that I have something to offer. And, I think that's part of the intimidating part, is that especially when you're new or when you start, or you don't feel that you know everything, you don't really feel you have something to bring to the table. But it's funny, I get off the phone with Paul, who I met on Instagram, and he feels he learned something. And I've found myself that throughout my life, I get shocked and I'm surprised that people learn something from me. But I think it's just because we don't give ourselves the credit that we deserve. We don't sit there and stop and I really did contribute here somehow. And so, it changed my mindset, or I guess it opened my mind even more. And networking isn't just about me going somewhere and seeing what opportunities are there, who can I meet, what, I should and I think it's a well-known, fact, but, being new, learning this, is I should always come knowing that I have something to offer, whether it's something that they would like, or maybe something that they will pass on to somebody else. I mean, again, the place I ended up today was by way of meeting somebody else. You get what I'm saying? So like a lot of life is, as they say, it's not what you know, it's who you know. And that's, that can most of the time be true, and it's not always true, but it does play, in your favor. And so I just met these people, and I thought, I don't have any opportunities. There's nobody around me. I don't have any mentors, yada, yada, yada. And that thought process was what was keeping those mentors away. That thinking that those, I don't have that around me, was what was keeping those people away. So when I decided to, start making these videos and just say, all right, let's do this. Let's just commit, and let's start delivering, and let's start networking. Let's start reaching out, and let's start talking to people. And this happens. And, this is just happening like right at the beginning, of the rest of my life. And this is the beginning of my entrepreneurship. And this is the evolution of an entrepreneur. And so, the power of networking is amazing. You guys definitely, if you're like me and you're shy, believe it or not, I'm a shy guy. I'm horrible at talking to girls, believe it or not. I've always been that shy person. I've always been kind of in my shell and never want to come out. And so I'm 30 now, and it's like, dude, things got to change. And so they are. And kind of to give you an example, hold on one second. All right, my dog. So just to give you an example, when I went to this place, and I'm open about, my personal life, there's no reason to keep it a secret. I have a felony on my record. And so, like opportunities close up for people like me, and, anyone who can relate, this. And so at the end, talk about a background check, and it's like, instead of saying like, damn, it sucks. It's like, I won't have an opportunity. I was like, well, maybe my girlfriend can. And I started thinking about who else can benefit from this. And I thought about, I already thought about a couple friends who I can, that are a couple that, work a lot, that can find an opportunity in this. Instead of seeing it as a door closing, I just thought about, well, who else can I pass this along to? And so, I came back in to use the restroom, and on my way out, one of the presenters that were showing me that was talking about the company and the opportunity and all that stuff, I decided, instead of walking past like I always do, I said, hey, I saw, thank you so much for the presentation. I really learned a lot. I really like what you guys are doing here. This is a great opportunity. And it's like, I can see the mentorship, and it's because it's a hands-on, opportunity. And, I was like, unfortunately, I won't be able to do it. I have a felony. And she was like, well, is it related to this? And I was like, no. She's like, so it has nothing to do, because it's a financial thing. So it has nothing to do with money. I was like, well, no. She's like, well, hold on, we can work with this. And then, she got up and she's like, come back tomorrow, And long story short, had I just walked past her, like I always do with people, and I've always done throughout my life, that's why I never talked to that person. That's why I never met that person. That's why opportunities pass you up. And I'm sure opportunities passed me up plenty of times in different types of things in my life, not just, business related or income related opportunities, whatever. I decided to stop and talk to her, and then to come to find out, there is an opportunity for me, and there's always a way to figure it out. And if, at the end I can't, if you bring your spouse in or you bring your friends in, I'm already doing one thing, but that's not the only thing I'm going to do. So, it's like, I want to focus on one thing. And then if I can get on this on part-time, because it's on a part-time basis, and you can do it full-time if you like, start doing two things, start creating two streams of income. And again, all of this from networking. I didn't know these people yesterday. I didn't know Paul, who invited me there the day prior. I didn't know the other Paul, last week. It's just, I'm telling you guys, it's really incredible if you just put yourself out there in that way. I make videos. I want to motivate you guys. I talk about motivation. I talk about empowerment. You guys can do it. I'm telling you, you guys can do it. I'm going to make my video about Legendary Marketer tonight. I am not going to go to sleep until I make that video. I'm saying it right now because I keep talking about it. But again, if you watch on Instagram, I made a couple commissions today. I think 2. Yes. 2 from one person and then another person. Anyways. So I'm going to make a video on that. So kind of explain to you guys what's going on with that. And yeah, you got to network, you guys. You got to open up. You got to talk to people. You're shy to be in front of the camera like me. Well, guess what? You got to deal with it. Get in front of that camera and start doing it. Start doing it. Do whatever it is that you want. I'm telling you right now, I talked about it a ton on Instagram. Affiliate marketing is it's a pretty good opportunity to get into something when you have a passion for something. I told my little sister, and I'll tell you guys right now, if you have a little sister or an older sister, whatever, a female friend, you know somebody who does makeup, like my little sister, she loves doing her makeup. She's really good at it. Like, dude, put it on YouTube. Start putting it on YouTube. Tell your friends, start sharing it, get people to like it. And the next thing you know, you can start, I got these brushes on so-and-so on Amazon and, click the link. Like, all that information is out there. It's no secret anymore. Yet people are afraid to do it or think that because they don't know how to do it, they can't learn. And I mean, shit. It's pardon my French, but like there's a ton of information on YouTube. And if you don't want to sift through it, there's courses out there and there's good ones. And if you don't want to go through that and you want to just like, hey, Arnold, what are you doing? Well, I'm literally doing a hands-off affiliate marketing. It's high ticket affiliate marketing, high tag, it's high end commissions because the products aren't cheap. The front end stuff cheap and it's very valuable, but the back end stuff is not only a ton of value, but is where you make your money, your commissions on the back end. And you're not doing anything but getting people to click your link. They're taking care of the rest. And I mean, if you see my story on Instagram, the commissions are just ridiculous. And this company is not even a year old and it's just taking off. So 2018 is going to be crazy. I know it's going to be crazy for me. I'm not going to hope or wish or none of that stuff. I am going to get $1,000 commissions next month, period. And on top of that, I'm going to keep working hard. I'm going to reinvest and then I'm going to double up and reinvest and double up and reinvest. By the end of next year, and it's just not hype. The only thing I'm telling you guys is that what I'm doing for myself is that I'm not going to stop anymore. I'm not going to feel sorry for myself. I'm not going to do any of that stuff. I'm going to work hard for what I want, and that's what I'm doing. I want to travel. I don't have to have $1 billion in my bank account, hundreds of millions. And you know what? Some people say you're thinking small if you don't want $100 million. I just want freedom to travel whenever I want. Period. I want my children to have all the opportunities that they want, and I want my parents to never have to worry about a single thing ever again. And it's for my family and then everyone else that I can help. I'm gonna help you guys too. So I mean, you guys, there's plenty of opportunities out there. You don't have to do what I'm doing. As always, I say that, but do something. Do something with your life. Don't do something that you're going to regret later on when you're 60 and you're trying to figure out how you're going to pay the bills still. As always, you guys, I love you. Reach out to somebody if you need to talk to somebody. It's not worth it to stay quiet. I'm here. I'm a complete stranger, but I promise you, if you send me your number and you want me to call you because you're on the verge and yeah, call me. I haven't been all the way there, but I've seen friends go there. I don't want to see you go there. So reach out to me, please. You want to talk about anything, sports. I mean, I don't know much about sports, but, you want to talk about relationships. You want to talk about the military. You want to talk about prison. I've been through all of that. I'm just a regular person that's getting their life together too. And I just want to encourage you guys to do the same thing, man. As always, I said it before, I said it again. I love you guys. Good night. It is Saturday night. It is Saturday night. 18 days of consistency. Excuse me. Day 18 of 30 days of consistency. The power of networking. You guys get out there and start talking to people. Figure it out. The possibilities are completely endless. You guys have a good night. Take care.